Putin administration in Moscow is breathing a sigh of relief after Wagner, a mercenary group which was marching towards the Russian capital to overthrow the military leadership, announced that it has halted its offensive operations and the troops have returned to their base. Now, Yevgeny Prigozhin, the head of the mercenary Wagner group, said he ordered his men to turn back in order to avoid spilling of blood. Wagner and the Putin administration have come to an agreement under which the group's chief will move to Belarus and all criminal cases against him will be dropped. Now, after avoid a crisis, restrictions have been eased across Russia. On that note, I am joined by my colleague Srinjoy on the broadcast. Good morning, Srinjoy. Now that we are learning that the Wagner group have decided to return back to its base after the mutual discussion with the Putin administration, tell us how important was this mutual discussion for Russia? Over to you.
It's hugely important for Putin because if the Wagner group had decided to continue to fight, it would mean that Putin would fight on both fronts. The internal rebellion he would have to face and finish off, and fight the Ukrainians at the same time. And let's not forget that the Ukrainian counteroffensive has just begun. So Putin himself had talked about World War I. Putin himself had talked about 1917 when the Bolshevik Revolution began in November, the October Revolution, and it led to the end of the Tsar. Now, Putin, of course, imagined he would be better than the Tsar, and he has been, in the sense that he has actually dealt with the Prigozhin's people, the Wagner group. Now, he has no rebellion, internal rebellion to deal with. He can fight the war. Now, that's a very big plus for him. And this would be a major advantage for Putin because he no longer has the Wagner group to fight with. There is no internal rebellion. If there had been one, the idea of fighting 25,000 people who are well armed, well trained, would have been an extremely difficult task at the best of times. And now he was fighting a war with the Ukrainians, who are also well trained with Western weapons and a lot of training in the West. So it would have been difficult, but he has avoided that. And it has been a little different for Putin because in 1917, the Russian army had already been badly defeated in the Battle of Tannenberg by Hindenburg. So as a result, the Russian army was not as well motivated as maybe the current Russian army is. But nevertheless, the important point is he doesn't have to fight on two fronts. There is no internal rebellion, so he can concentrate on the war with Ukraine. So it's a big plus for Putin, and we'll have to see how that goes because he currently has to face the counter-offensive by the Ukrainians. So it's an important moment for Russia. It's an important moment for Putin.